Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, a few weeks ago, we brought you Dimir Zombies, and I absolutely love the archetype. I recently came across this version, which has recently hit Mythic, so you know I had to bring it to you, the Brew Crew. But before I get into that, if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor and hitting that subscribe button, it really helps support me, support the channel, and get us out to a much bigger audience. As well as don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you know whenever we have new content come out. Okay, let's get into today's deck, and it is Mono Black Zombies. And as I said, I was going through Twitter, and someone got deep into the numbers with this in best of 3. So I took the deck, I tweaked a few of the numbers on a few things that originally had some duresses in the deck. I don't really love that a whole lot right now in best of 1. We added a couple more removals. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom, you got what you see right here. Let's get into it. First, we have our removal package: 3 Bloodchief Thirsts, 4 Infernal Grasps, 3 Power Word Kills, and 2 Meat Hook Massacres. Not only does Meat Hook Massacre really help if an opponent goes wide to level the playing field, but a trick that I've been doing with this lately, I believe one of my Brew Crew members pointed it out, I can't even believe I hadn't seen it sooner, is if you got a bunch of little creatures on the board and they're only at a little bit of life, you wipe your own board and they just lose the game. I love it. So Meat Hook Massacre is really putting in work. Then we have our draw package. We have 4 copies of Village Rites, which you know goes great with things like Shambling Gas. And we have 4 copies of Warlock class. Now, I have this in this category because where else was I going to stick it in this deck? It does draw you a card when you hit level 2, but the level 1 is one of the main things we want out of this card, and then backed up by level 2. We're not really using level 3 in this deck, and let me explain to you why level 1 is so synergistic in this deck. So, let's get into our zombie package. First, I have these 2, because in my opinion, these are the most important 2 in the deck. They are amazing. So we have Champion of the Perished, 1 black, zombie, 1/1. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Champion of the Perished. And then we have 3 copies of Jadar, Ghoul-Caller, and it's 1 black, 1 colorless. It's a legendary, or I'd have 4 in the deck. It's a 1/1. At the beginning of your end, it's not, keep in mind, it is not a zombie. So when you go to throw it, if you needed extra damage by pumping the champion, it's not going to get it till the end of the turn, so keep that in mind. At the beginning of your end step, if you control no creatures with decay, create a 2/2 black zombie creature with decay. So every single turn, at the end of your turn, you create a new 2/2 because you're going to attack with it pretty much no matter what, and you're going to pump this. But if you have this on the field, now every turn you attack, even if they have a blocker, you just don't care, because as soon as it's going to die either way with the decay or they block it, you're going to trigger Warlock class because you lost a creature, so they're going to lose a life at the end of their turn. You're going to get another 2/2 back, and you're going to pump up your Champion of the Parish. It's just very synergistic together. I really like it. And then the rest of our zombies, we have 4 copies of Shambling Gas. Like I said, it plays so well with Village Rites. It's a easy 1-drop. It does so much. I love this card. 4 copies of Tainted Adversary, 1 black, 1 colorless for a 2/3 zombie with Death Touch. Catches people off guard, they forget about that Death Touch. You can pay 1 black and 2 colorless any amount of times. Every time you do that, you get a +1/+1 counter, and then you get double that amount of 2/2 black zombie creature tokens with decay. So if you have 5 mana, you get a 3/4 2/2/2s, and if you have a Champion of the Parish in play, you actually get 3 +1/+1 counters, 1 for the Tainted, 1 for each of the 2/2 black zombies. Super strong. And then to round it out, we have 2 copies of white, 1 black, 1 colors for a 3/2 zombie soldier. White enters the battlefield tapped. Life drain. Whenever a creature dealt damage by white this turn dies, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token and exile that card. In most cases, this is a nice 3 attack for 2. Otherwise, it's a great chump blocker. It kills a lot of things like werewolves, so you go toe-to-toe with werewolf pack leader and stuff like that. You kill their wolf. Your white dies, of course, but you got a +1/+1 on your champion, hopefully. You're going to get them to lose 1 life when this dies, and you get a 2/2 back out on the battlefield. Really strong. And then our land is 19 Swamps and 4 Hive of the Eye Tyrants. I've definitely finished out games with that too. Your opponents forget that it has Menace. It's really good against any deck with Recursion because you can attack with it and get rid of that card you don't want them recurring with. It's really strong. So this deck plays a lot like an aggro deck, or maybe even a tempo deck. It is pretty much an aggro deck in my opinion, but it kind of can, like I say, play both ways. You just want to keep their board as clear as possible. Unless it's a creature you just don't care about, then save your removal for those. attack as many times as you can. You're almost attacking every single turn. You're probably not attacking with Jadar unless their board is clear, because you don't want that to die. And then if need be, you go ahead and wipe the board, including yours with Meat Hook Massacre, to finish out the game. It's a very, very solid strategy. Don't forget to stick around to the end where I have a summary for you. And without further ado, let's go ahead now and get into some games. Jinzo. Okay, well, we got a Champion of the Perished and 2 Shambling Gas with a Power Word Kill, 3 lands. We're going to keep it. I really wish... Well, this is a go first kind of hand right here. Tainted Adversary is the draw. So we go Champion of the Perished. Hopefully they can't exile our champion right now. Let's see what they throw. Moon Dancer. So I'm actually going to double Shambling Gas this turn, and then I'll Power Word Kill that next turn, I think. Let's go ahead and get in. Take him down to for 3. 17. They're going to throw something to gain some life. Cleric class. I swing in for 2. I think I just let them have it. No blocks. We're doing fine. Okay, well, let's let them have it again. Throw a Tainted Adversary. I think they're going to kill that right now. Let's get in with all of these. No, they don't kill it. We hit them for 6. Pass it on back. We still have our removal to kill this Moon Dancer. If they power that up, they're pretty much dead. Our opponent doesn't have much going on. They're going too much in on that. I mean, that just really kind of solidifies it, doesn't it? Because I could just go ahead and Blood Chief Thirst that right now. What do we got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be one more for 9. So I think I just go ahead and swing in with what we got. I don't see any reason in throwing this. I'm going to just hold up the Power Word Kill. Why overextend into the board? They have one more land and they happen to play sweepers. They just board wipe us. Target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so that doesn't bother us at all. Resolves. They get that back. I mean, they're dead on the board anyways. This deck's fast. This deck's fast. We'll Power Word Kill that. And then, I mean, we could just throw that for fun in the swing. We don't need to. Good game. Gotta cuss. Can you cuss? I don't know. Dad jokes. Okay, opponent goes first. We have 3 lands, 2 hives. So turn 1, 2. Swamp Champion. I love it. Infernal Grass, Tainted Adversary, and a white. So we'll be going turn 1 Champion into a white. Let's hope our opponent doesn't have removal. That champion will get out of control. We have removal. This is if we went first, pretty strong hand. So we go turn 1 into the champion. Just as discussed, Warlock class is good too. Not right away. This is going to be their wolf, maybe? Lotus Cobra it is. So we'll throw out the other hive. And next turn they can throw an Ezekiel's Chariot. But I could Infernal Grasp the Chariot itself. So I'm going to go with the white. And then we'll just no attacks and the turn. Because I feel like I would take that trade if I were them. Because this is going to get out of control. Is it Chariot? No, Werewolf Pack Leader. Okay. Well, I can clean that up. Oh, 2 of them. Okay, okay. 3 cards left in hand. Another Warlock class is not my favorite thing in the world. So if I don't remove this, they're going to have 2 of them. And if I do remove it, then I can't throw my Tainted Adversary and grow the champion. So I think we go ahead and we'll wait before their attack phase. I throw the Warlock class. No attacks on the turn. We're just a little off on mana here. If we'd have drawn a 1-drop, that would have been great. That resolves. Hopefully they don't have Ren and 7. Are they going to use that mana to pump a wolf? Or are they going to fight me? So we're going to fight. So that's the Infernal Grasp right there. Whop! That's why we held that up. And that was their whole turn. We throw a swamp. Oh, man, I want to throw the Tainted Adversary, but I think it's better. No, I don't think it's better. Oh. Let's go ahead and use the Warlock class. I think I gotta grab land. Nope, we're gonna grab Shambling Gas. We're gonna play the Shambling Gas. That'll trigger that. We're gonna Village Rites, the Shambling Gas, draw 2 cards. -1 on the Lotus Cobra. Nice. Bunch of land. I think I can go ahead and attack with the white now. I'm fine with that trade. And give it back to the opponent. Old Growth Troll! Okay. Old Growth Troll isn't too scary, so that comes in and we no block. We throw this out. We Tainted. We autopay. Get all kinds of triggers here. And let's go ahead and swing in with a 6/6 Champion of the Parish to the Dome. So next turn we can do Jadar, Warlock class, and the Swamp. They got a Chariot out. This is getting interesting. They're going to want this Old Growth Troll to die soon, probably, so they can get tokens off it. We'll see. They can swing with both of these. I have Death Touch, so I would probably block this with this, and the white, I would block the Werewolf. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we can literally do all of this. So we go Werewolf. We go Warlock class. Shambling Ghast. Let's go ahead and bring this to level 2. Oh, wow. So we can board wipe next turn. Or do I just grab the power word kill? Because I can attack with everything this turn. Next turn, Meat Hook Massacre. And have the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. No, I think I need the power word kill. I mean, both ways are good. It's just how do I want to do it right now this turn. I think I go power word kill, actually. I think it's just better at the moment. And I think we go ahead and we swing in with everything. We have a trick up our sleeve. Okay, they're going to go ahead and triple block the champion. Do it like that, and we're going to try to kill the Werewolf Pack Leader. If this last card is Snakeskin Veil, that's funny. It's not. Okay, cool. So, we still give them all kinds of damage. Those all trigger. They can only swing for so much damage next turn. We get some triggers here and here. I've got the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, or the Hive of the Eye Tyrant to backed up. So I'm pretty sure I just swing out next turn. If they kill something, they get double Warlock class triggers. Plus I have the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, which is probably maybe not getting it now. Let's see. Kazandu Mammoth. So we'll go Swamp. We'll go with Jadar. We fire up the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. We're swinging with everything. They have to double block this. If they don't double block that, they take 3. If they block our other big, our other ones, they're gonna, they're gonna take damage somewhere or lose a bunch of creatures. We're going in with the team. We're gonna eliminate a werewolf pack leader. I don't think it really matters. The reason I went in with the Shambling Ghast is because if they block with anything big, then I just kill the Lotus Cobra anyways. They can fire up the Chariot if they want to. They have to tap either this, which does no difference, or tap these, which is 2 blockers, not 1. So, okay, that has Death Touch, so we're fine there. That's gonna block the 7. Nope, nope, nope. Then they're dead because they have to double block. Is this if at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died, and they can't block? See, right now that's game over. Game over. I don't know if they remember Warlock class. Good game, opponent. It doesn't really matter. I'll take a treasure token because the game's over. We win! Oh, I love it. Get the trigger there. That gets bigger, and they die. Kraken. What's Kraken? Opponent goes first. We have 2 swamps, Blood Chief, Shambling Ghast, Jadar, a Meat Hook, and a white. So, not a bad hand. Would have been amazing if we had championed the Parish. You can't draw it every time in the opener. Green, go. We go Shambling. Probably going to put out white next turn. Or maybe we get Jadar on deck. Meat Hook Massacre is the play. Let's start making it an obnoxious Jadar. And swing in for 1. I'll take that trade. Had I had Village Rights, I probably would have just eaten that. There's a Ranger class. I mean, we have Bloodchief Thirst. We have Infernal Grasp. We have Meat Hook Massacre. Level 2 in it already. Okay. So... I want a Meat Hook for 1 pretty bad, but I don't think that's the play. Let's go ahead and... Blood Chief, the Wolf. Swinging with everything. And do I hold up Infernal Grasp? I guess I can throw that next turn. Let's get 3 damage on the board in the form of right, plus our other 2/2. Need another land. Wow, they go to the next level. Their hand is... What is their hand? Team Pennant. Power word kill for us. So we just swing out. We lose that. Every time we lose one of those, they gain more. I think, once again, I just want to get power on the board. So I'm going to throw the Tainted Adversary and pass the turn. If I top deck a land, I think we win because we can swing with everything and then we can Meat Hook for 2. And I think that's enough damage to wipe them out. Okay. Okay. That's not happening, my friend, but... Okay, so they were ramping up to something huge that they thought was going to stop us. Not going to be the case. Sorry, Kraken. Hey, it's chicken. When we go first with 3 lands, we have a Blood Chief, a Champion, a Shambling Ghast, and an Infernal Grasp. A Shambling Ghast and Internal Grasp. Those are hard to say next to each other. We'll keep that. We'll lead here with this Hive of the Eye Tyrant into a Champion. Green, something we can skip. Oh, okay. Another Champion. Right into a Shambling Ghast. Okay. Against green, I don't know if they can scale as hard as we can. And we have 2 removals, so if they go Wolf Pack Leader here. There's the Werewolf Pack Leader. Throw another black. We'll just Blood Chief Thirst that little guy. And then swing on in for 6. And the turn. We have the Village Rites for the Shambling Ghast. Garbage Tracker. Not bad play. Let's go ahead and just Infernal Grasp that now. Another land is the play. Let's go ahead and swing in. And then end the turn, holding up the once again, the Village Rites. Okay, we got a Primal Adversary coming down. I think I'm going to go ahead now and Village Rites the Shambling Ghast. We'll make ourselves a treasure token, because then we can get in for 3. I think that's just the game. Oh, that was already the game over. Jeez. It was already the game over because they could only block one of these. We were going to attack with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Good game, Chicken. Destroying mono green. Reptar. We go first. Ooh, 2 lands with a champion, a shambling, a power word, a tainted, and a meat hook. Yes, 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 yes. We're leading off with that champion of the perished. Turn 2, we'll probably go Shambling Ghast, but we could do Tainted Adversary. Depends what we get, especially if we draw like a Village Rites. We're definitely going Shambling. White. Do they have it? Are they going to portable hole us? Cleric class coming down. 2 Tainted Adversaries, and it gives us more damage on the board than a Shambling Ghast. I'm going to use all of the manas. Go ahead and throw it out. Swinging for 2. Pass it back. If we hit a land off the top, we could still Shambling Ghast and do a removal. We did not get a land off the top, but I also am fine with what we just got. Let's go ahead and swing in first in case they do any weird tricks and kill our champion. I don't know what kind of comp. I don't think they could have any. Then we go ahead and throw out the Jadar. It triggers for the champion and gives us a 2/2. I need some land. That's for sure. I need some land. They gain life, right? Yes. Whenever you gain life. Borrowed time. Boo. There goes the champion of the perished. It's a good play for them. There's our other land. So let's go ahead first and swing with the U2. Okay, and I think we're going wide. We're going wide. So we throw the second Tainted Valkyrie. Okay, these have Death Touch, and I have a power word kill, but that's an angel, right? So never mind. Oh, non-angel. Yeah. Never mind. So let's go ahead and swing in with these 2. Okay. 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 Do they have a board wipe? Are they tricking me? No. 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 Death Touch for the win. Okay, Brew Crew, that's going to do it for Mono Black Zombies, and I just may have found my new ladder climbing deck. I don't have a whole lot of time nowadays with a full-time job that I recently started and everything else, so if I am going to be climbing the ladder, I want to be something that is decent enough to actually have a high win percentage, but is a fun deck to play. I really love Mono Green right now, don't get me wrong. I kind of refuse to play Is It Turns. That's just me. It's just too long of games for best of 1 in my opinion. It's not that I don't like the deck, but this might help break up being bored here and there. When you play Mono Green, it is a really fun deck, but this is a really fun deck to like break it up, switch back and forth. So I highly recommend you give this deck a try. I'm having a blast with it. What would I do to change the deck? I'm not going to change it at all right now, but I will tell you, I think the deck is solid. Other than Power Word Kill is going to be your flex spot. In the best of 3 version, these are actually the duresses, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of Goldspan Dragons. So it's not a whole lot of feels bad there. Plus I have Bloodchief Thirst, Infernal Grass, other ways to deal with it. Plus I can just rush them. And the only other thing that you'll see here and there is some angel decks. Once again, we have ways to deal with their angels, and they usually have a non-angel in the deck, some kind of a cleric. So, you know, depending on the meta, you might change this out for something else. Just up to you. Maybe Soul Shatters. It is a 3-drop or a 3 casting cost removal, so I don't know if it's worth it, but that's the flex spot in my opinion right there. I'm leaving it how it is at the moment. Now, let's go over craftables. So, uncommons and commons are always safe. Meat Hook Massacre, if you're ever touching black at all, you're playing control, or even, I mean, this isn't even control. I think crafting 2 of these is completely safe. I mean, you probably craft 4, but this deck only requires 2. It is an amazing. Go ahead and craft away, Brew Crew, in my opinion. Now let's talk about specifics for this deck. Champion of the Parish, if you're ever going to play zombies at all, craft 4 of those. 100%. If you don't like the archetype, or you just don't think it's going to be strong for very long, be careful because, you know, this is very specific to a certain type of deck. Jadar Ghoulcaller might see play in non-zombie decks because of the fact that it does just keep bringing out a persistent threat, so you might want to craft a few of those. They're only rares, 3 of them might be safe, but you know, take it at, you know, at your own risk because it might not see a lot of play in a lot of decks. Tainted Adversary, I'm seeing this in a lot of different kind of shells, even mono black control, so they are a little expensive at Mythic, but I think they're safe to craft if you enjoy black at all. There is a lot of value there as a 2-drop that has Death Touch. At turn 5, it's a 3/4 with 2/2/2s behind it. I like it a lot. If you don't own white, I don't think I'd be crafting white right now, so just keep that in mind unless you have a bunch of wild cards. Craft 4 Hive of the Eye Tyrants. Lands are always safe to me. If you're ever going to be playing black, you're probably going to need 4 of those at some time. If you don't want to craft 4 and you don't like that many creature lands in a deck, at least craft 3 and then throw in a 20th Swamp. So that is my suggestions on what to craft, what not to craft, what to switch out in the deck. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave us comments down below. I always read them. I don't always respond to them. Like I said, don't have a lot of time in the day, but I try to get to them when I can. I really hope you're enjoying the content because I'm having fun making it over here. I know Brewmaster Will is having a blast as well, so make sure you give him a shout out in the comments as well. He does all the editing on the videos, doing such a great job on the channel in my opinion. That's the we when I talk about we. You know, we have a few other people in the group, but me and Will are the main 2 on the channel, so definitely make sure you shout out to him and tell him how good of a job he's doing because he is killing it in my opinion. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it really helps support me, support the channel, including Will, helps get us out to a much bigger audience. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when we have new content come out. And until next time, have a blast in the arena.